Eventually, you'll sense a degree of latent distrust or even downright resentment toward its next-door neighbor.
There is a great deal of suspicion on Pine Island as regards Cape Coral, and it's for good reason. Our philosophies are entirely different. I read the press every day, and I see the attitudes and whatnot in Cape Coral, and there couldn't be more opposed to the way we do business on Pine Island. Cape Coral seems to think more development the better. We're just the other way around. We're also a little bit intimidated by our big neighbor to the east. I mean, what if they want to expand? There's only one direction to go, and that's toward us, and we don't want any parts of that. We've even looked at the annexation laws in Florida, and they're fairly easy for cities to annex things. So yes, I think we have good reason to be intimidated by our big neighbor to the east.
With several thousand years of stubborn self-determination written in the pages of its history book, why hasn't Pine Island incorporated itself and declared independence from Lee County?
We have considered incorporation. We considered it very seriously just a couple years ago. But there was a serious question about whether the county commissioners were going to enforce the 9-10 rule. And when it was seriously questioned, we looked at incorporation as an alternative. And had the 9-10 rule not been enforced, we would have pursued incorporation. We in fact spent a bunch of money, did a feasibility survey, found it was financially feasible, and we're ready to proceed on it as a backup system.
There is something about Pine Island that engenders a passionate sense of place among those who call it home. For some of them, it is a traumatic experience to venture across the bridge at Matlacha.
Everybody on Pine Island says that they don't like to leave Pine Island at all, and they only go to the mainland when they have to. And I think that's largely true.
You know, I've heard